All right. Okay. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Wow. Hey, I haven't done Zoom in a while. Let me see. Hold on, everybody. Let me clear clear this off a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. A little bit clearer. A little bit doing a little bit of okay. All right. So
Rabbi,
1 second. I gotta put this up. I gotta see who is out in the boot over here. View gallery. All right. Let's see who we looking at. Wow, everybody's camera shy. I don't have anybody to look at. I don't have anybody to talk to. Who's here? Oh, hey, good to see you. How you doing? Baruch
that's all you
Hashem.
get.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All
Hashem.
right. So happy you did. Everybody came around over here last minute. So first of all, thank you so much, Michelle Hanazan, Yid. All right. Thank you so much for everybody who really helped us out today with our fundraiser. It's really a crazy thing. If you haven't ever done one of these fundraisers, I don't recommend it. It can really drive you crazy. It's really not an easy thing, but it's so worth it because when we have so many great Yidden like yourselves who come through and who really give such an incredible push and such an incredible drive. It really makes so much of the Torah that we teach worth it. So I would like to first off say thank you to everybody for giving us the ability to keep on pushing this Torah, to keep on learning. It's a real shame that this idea of doing this Zoom thing was really a last minute thing that I came up with a few hours ago. Bezat Hashem, perhaps for the future, we're going to be maybe Adar, because as much as we all hate Zoom, the awesome thing about Zoom is that you get to meet so many people from around the world, so many people that we never really get to connect to. So I'm really shtabach shemo la'ad to Hashem that we have this ability to be able to do it. Let's get started. So the subject that I wanted to talk about tonight is about the Simcha of Adar, but I want to also kind of connect that Simcha with what it is that the world is going through today. And the Sha'ala is going to be, how in the world do we connect the Simcha to what's happening today? And I think that this is a question that's been on everybody's mind. So let's get into it. Mishnichnas Adar marbim b'simcha. When Adar comes in, now the Adar Bet is the Adar in which we have Purim happen inside. And so therefore, it is the one of the most Simcha that we can possibly muster. And the question is, how can we have Simcha? How can we ever even feel this? And to be honest, it's something that I know I'm struggling with. So I wanted to have a thought over here. I am still in the middle of the fundraiser, so I'm gonna have to jump out soon. But Baruch Hashem, let's see, where are we holding over here? Thanks to everybody here and so many other great Yidden where we are holding right now. We are at, let's see, 80%. We still got another 20% and 2 hours and 52 minutes to do it. And all right, so I got to call a lot more people, but I do want to get this idea out. How do we have Simcha? Simcha, the Maral tells us, means a totality. Simcha means that a person feels that everything that Hashem is providing for him is there, it's needed, and that even if there's something that he doesn't understand, but if it's in his life, it's something he can appreciate. Now you're going to say to me, okay, so how are the people in the Ukraine right now supposed to feel Simcha? And the answer is, I don't know. I can't give anybody any kind of answers as to why it's happening over there. I can't give anybody answers exactly who or what it is happening to. But I want to talk about us. I want to talk about the people here on this chat. And I want you all to appreciate and realize that if Simcha means a joy of what it is that we have, a totality of what we have. So I feel that perhaps this month right now, you can feel more Simcha in the Jewish understanding of simcha, which is shleimut, which is a totality, which is a feeling of I have everything, you can actually feel that simcha. Welcome to everybody who just joined us. We can feel that simcha so much more right now because let's face it, you have so much. Who knew how dear it is to a human to have a roof over his head until we're getting all this news that thousands and thousands of our fellow brethren don't have that? Who knew that we should be so thankful simply that there aren't bombs falling? Who knew that the fact is that your kids tonight can look at you and just say, good night, mommy, good night, Abba. And they can go to sleep tonight feeling safe. I know that a week or two ago, I don't know that we felt a simcha in that moment. I don't know that we felt a joy within that millisecond, within that small change of them going off to bed, with that exchange of simple pleasantries that we've taken for granted. But now, when your kids tell you, good night, mommy, Abba, I'm going to sleep, or if you turn to a loved one, your husband or to your wife, or even to yourself, and just say simply, good night, moon, good night, kids, good night, husband, good night, room, good night, dark. If you get a chance to say that without a crazy nutcase coming and trying to destroy your life, there's simcha in that. If you wake up tomorrow morning in a warm bed, if you're on the East Coast, or in a cold bed, if you're on the West Coast, if you wake up with that in the morning, then just know you you should be shocked that you have that. You should be so thrilled that you have that because there's so many who don't. Tomorrow, when you go to work, feel a simcha on that. I have this. If you have money in your bank account, I have this. If you have food, all this. Unfortunately, there are those who are being almost the catalyst towards this simcha. And that is so heartbreaking, depressing. And I want to tell you all what we can do for them, something incredible that we can do for them in the next minute or two. But as far as you go, how do you feel simcha? Simcha isn't just jumping up and down and dancing and all that. That's an expression. It's an expression. It's a symptom, but it's not what's within. When you're feeling something, so then you're just like doing that. But that is just an expression. What is the reality of simcha? What is this truly expressing? It's expressing a calm. It's expressing something that is now filled. It's expressing a joy. And you can find that the month of Adar is when we can zoom in on each and every single one of those things and just say, that's amazing, I have that. And then really dance, then really appreciate it. It's amazing that all of those things are there and available to us. Really feel that tomorrow. Show it to every single person that you meet tomorrow. And why wait until tomorrow? Show it to people right now. Go up to your wife and just pat her on the back a little bit and say, I'm just so thankful you're in my life. Go up to your kids, give them a little kiss and be like, Abba really, really loves you. And probably most importantly, look yourself in the mirror and say, Baruch Hashem, we have a lot. And that's really good. Actually, we have it all. Now, what can we do for our fellow brothers and sisters? So I was wrecked today by a video that I saw that there was a Chabad Shliach, a Tzaddik Yisod Olam, who was on a bus full of women and children, and he was crying, yelling and screaming, and he was saying, Am Yisrael, please daven for us. Why do we have to be the ones to go through this? Where are you guys? Where are your tefillot? Where is your teshuvah? Daven for us. And I felt like he was talking directly to me because he was. So I want to tell you guys how to daven and then how to daven with simcha. Because maybe one of the more important things you hear, at least for right now. So pay very close attention. If up until this point you're saying, oh, Rabbi Bensoussan, it's a typical thing. Yeah, this is what rabbis like to say. Find simcha in everything that you have and be thrilled. This is true. It doesn't make it any less true. But what you're about to hear right now, this is something that's going to hopefully be a takeaway that's going to stick with you for a while. So get ready. How do you daven for them? Well, if that Chabad Shliach, that rabbi who I do not know his name, but who I feel such a closeness to, If all those people on that bus that I do not know their names, but I feel that they are my brothers and sisters, so then in my next Shemona Esrei that I have, I'm dedicating them all to those people. And let me tell you how. We're going to go through really quick all of the middle barachot of the Shemona Esrei. And I'm going to tell you how in each one to have a quick thought for our brothers and sisters there. The fourth baracha in the Shemona Esrei is Ata chonen la'adam dat. You graciously give to man brains. And what you have to have in mind over there is Hashem, please give clarity, give straight thinking, give split-second decision-making, give calm, give all of the brains, give all of the wisdom, give all of the clarity needed to allow for those people right now in the Ukraine to make those impossible decisions, but let them do it with a calm. Give them the brains with everything that they need. And Hashem, send the brains to the people who are trying to make the peace talks happen between them, to make this war stop. It's too much. It's too much. Next baracha, Hashivenu avinu l'toratecha. The Gemara in Yevamot tells us that if Pur Aniot comes to the world, if destruction comes to the world, so then it's speaking to the Jews to do teshuvah. And this fifth bracha on the Shemona Esrei is all about teshuvah. So everybody has to think, Hashem, I'm coming back to you. I'm doing teshuvah. I want to return to you. If the reason why this is happening is because I'm too far, well, I'm coming back closer. You don't have to do it anymore. And then the next bracha, the sixth bracha, Salach Lanu, forgive us, Hashem. Hashem, if the reason why this is happening is because there are sins in the world. You see, the first bracha is returning to God, but when you return to God, unfortunately, there's still sins inside the bank account. Wipe away those sins. Salach Lanu avinu kechatanu means completely eradicate, get rid of all of those sins. Hashem, please allow for us to not have any more sins inside this world, so that you can go and bring forgiveness. Then after that, see how weak we are and fight our fight. Two of the most beautiful words in the Shemona Esrei. Riva rivenu, fight our fight. Do you know that there are fellow Yidden? Do you know that there are now between the ages of 18 and about 60 in Ukraine of Yidden? I just saw a picture posted of a father and a son, a father with a white beard, Kach, and a son who were both put into the Ukrainian army. Riva rivenu, fight their fight. Fight their fight in the army if they're brought there. Fight their fight at the borders if you have to. Fight their fight in everything possible. You don't let one Jew slip through your fingers, Eibishter. Not one Jew slip through your fingers. Not one life. And Maheli Golenu Gula Shlema, Lema'an Shemecha, bring them a Gula, bring them an absolute exodus. Lema'an Shemecha, bring it for your name, Hashem. Bring it for your name quickly. Get them out, exile them, get them out quick, get them out from their terrible situation, get them out. Next, Rifa'enu. Bring healing, Hashem. Please bring refuah, bring healing to all the people who need refuah over there. That should be self-explanatory. Barech aleinu, and bring parnasa. Bring any kind of money, any kind of supplies possible. Kashanim hatovot livracha, like the good years. The good years, the Mefarshim tell us, the good years are the years in which people didn't have to even think, where's my money coming from? It was just provided for them. Like when you were a child, your parents just took care of you. There was just breakfast in the morning. There was just dinner at night. We should let them have that feeling that they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. Next, to Kabish Shofar Gadol Lecherutenu, below the great shofar, bring all the Jews back. Bring them back there to Yisrael. Bring them back to the homeland. Don't let them feel exiled anymore. Bring them home. I realize right now that the screen is a little bit messy. Let me see if I can just fix that. Much better. Okay. Bring them all home from Arba Kamfot Haaretz La'artseinu. Let them come back to you, Hashem. Next, Hashiva Shoftenik Varishona V'Yoatzenik V'Atchila. Return our judges. But there are two very important words over there. V'Hasar Mimenu, remove them. Two words. Yagon V'Anacha. Remove from us sorrow, anxiety, grief. Hashem, remove from them all the sorrow, all the grief, all the anxiety that they're feeling right now. They don't know where they're going. Remove that from them. Give them a place. Give them security. The next one is very self-explanatory. Don't let any hope for the evil people. Destroy them, uproot them, obliterate them quickly in our days. All the Rishaim who are involved over here, wipe them off the map. Why? Allah tzaddikim v'ala chasidim. Because in the merit of the righteous, in the merit of those who are so many righteous, so many rabbanim, so many children, so many wives, so many great men, so many of your children who are righteous, and it's tzaddikim, chasidim, Allah tzaddikim v'ala chasidim, v'al shen amcha betzol, v'al pleta betzafrem, v'al geriat tzedek. So many gerim over there, v'al geriat tzedek, v'al lenu, yemunah rachamech, have rachmanut on them. And Hashem, enough of this. Enough of this. Tishkom betoch Yerushalayim, return to Yerushalayim, kasha dibarta. You said that when the world is falling apart, you're going to return. Hashem, return us all there now. Et semach tov et avdecha. And Hashem, please, it's time to bring Mashiach. It is time. It is time to finally have Mashiach come. We're sick of this. And then finally in Shema Kolenu, over there, you just say it straight. Chanenu v'anenu. Graciously going to answer us, Ushama tefilatenu, and hira tefilot. And in that moment of hira tefilot, you cry to Hashem and you say it in your own words. Hashem, I can't stand by and watch my fellow brothers and sisters burn like that. I can't watch them die like that. I can't live knowing that that's happening to them without me trying, screaming, begging you, please, Hashem, please save them and bring them to a Yeshua b'karov mamash. And the last step in Sim Shalom, the last baracha. I want you to appreciate this, understand this well. Peace. We say Sim Shalom Tova Bracha. Place peace upon us. The Mefarshim say over there, peace, Shalom. It's not something that man can ever truly attain between each other. Peace in the world, unfortunately, we can't do that. There's always going to be something. History has unfortunately taught that what I just said to you is very true. World peace, it's Sim Shalom. You place it down upon us. It comes from something beyond. Hashem, we get it. We understand it. It has to come from you. So can you finally please just bring that peace? Just let it come. Just let it be here finally. You daven like that. You take that. And by the way, I realize I said a lot of information, so I'm just going to take this and put it up on Torah anytime. And if you're upset that you paid money towards tzedakah and other people didn't, don't worry. I'm going to put a little thing on the bottom that's going to say, please donate. If you're watching this, give me $18. Don't worry about it. I gotta keep this organization going. If you knew the fire in LA of the Yidden learning right now, it's something that is just so incredible that we just got to get this done so that we can know that we can pay our bills and then just keep on moving. Yomam V'Laila, keep on teaching. So don't worry. If you gave money, you're the one who's lucky, not the person who got it for free. I promise you. And you have to understand, and please, you gotta daven like this. You have to demand this from Hashem. You have to push and push and push. Please, please, Hashem, please let this happen. Rabotai, imagine if you found a diary from somebody who lived in New York in the year 1939. And the person wrote in their diary, and you know it's from a religious Jew, and you read about the person going to school in New York, you read about the person's eating habits, you read about the person's friendships, and you're turning, and you don't find even one thing about that war that broke out in Europe. You would think that that person was heartless. You'd feel that that person had no soul, that he didn't write inside it that my fellow Jews on the other side of the world, I care and I cry for them. Well, you're writing your diary right now in 2022. It's being written in Shemayim. And that diary, which will be your actions, are recorded and they're going to be spoken about in heaven. And they're going to look to you and they're going to say, either in the pages of this book that is the story of you, it is filled with the concern, it is filled with the tears, and it is filled with the demanding from Hashem to watch over all of the children. You've lived your life as a true Jew. Or they're going to go through those pages and see that your tefillah was bereft of any of it. They'll see that your concern was nowhere with it. And they're going to question the validity of your soul. How could you not have had that? I want to finish this off tonight with just one quick story. Reb Avram Kalmanovich, who I owe my life to. Reb Avram Kalmanovich was the Rosh Yeshiva of the Mir Yeshiva in Brooklyn, New York. Reb Avram Kalmanovich brought my father from Morocco in the year 1956. From Morocco, my father was 13 years old, over to America. I want you to appreciate that Reb Avram Kalmanovich was one of the biggest supporters and biggest nudniks in America, demanding from governors, from mayors, from politicians, from senators to do anything for World War II. He smuggled money to Shanghai. He did so many amazing things that after the war, you'd figure he would just stop. He would just retire. He would just run his Mir Yeshiva in Brooklyn, New York, and that's it. But he didn't. He found out there are some Moroccan boys over in Morocco who are losing their religion. And he went over there and spent years of his life saving them. One time, Rav Avram Kalmanovich was speaking to Rav Handelsman. Rav Handelsman just recently passed away. He was the fundraiser for the Mir Yeshiva, Tzaddik Yisod Olam. And he said to Rav Handelsman, how do you know you're a Jew? Rav Handelsman said, what do you mean? My mother's a Jew. He's like, really? That's how you know you're a Jew? I said, yeah. He said, no, that's not how you know you're a Jew. How do you know you're a Jew? He said, I don't know what I grew up Jewish. I bris milah, I put on tefillin, I Shabbos. No. He said, okay, Rebbe, tell me, how do I know? Zok the Heilige Reb Avram Kalmanovich. Open your hearts. You want to know how you're a Jew? If you care for other Jews and it hurts you when they hurt, and you cry when they cry, and you laugh when they laugh, then that means that Judaism is burning strong inside. But if you don't feel them, or if your sensitivity is very low, then just know that your Judaism is ebbing away. Rabotai, this is that moment in time where we decide how much of a Jew we truly are. Mishenichnas Adar, now that it comes in, Marbin B'Simcha, we overflow with the Shleimut. We overflow with totality. And we overflow with saying, Hashem gave me everything. But if you're missing your brothers and sisters, then in truth, you have nothing. If at this moment now, you feel them and you connect to them, then truly you are Bishleimut. You have your brothers and sisters in your heart and your tefillot, then you really do have everything. Okay, guys, I'm going to make one last plea. I know everybody over here on this has already given. I'm at 80%. I have less than 3 hours left. I'm trying to get to end. I know that you gave. If you can help us out just a little bit more to just push us through just a little bit more, then that would be just so much. You can ask friends, you can ask family. There are just so much that I can do and push off, but everybody here knows somebody that you can send a link to, 1 or 2 people, and say, just keep Rabbi Bensoussan going, just to keep our Torah going, just a little bit more. I hate fundraising. Those of you who've seen my shiurim know that I can't stand what I'm doing right now. I'm going out of my comfort zone and beyond. To ask anybody for anything, I'm going to probably throw up after I'm done with this right now. But in the zechut of Rosh Chodesh, in the zechut of Adar Bet, in the zechut of Mishnichnas Adar Marbim B'Simcha, I give a baracha to all of you, those of you who gave, and all those of you who will keep on giving. According to what you gave, Hashem should answer your tefillot. According to how much you go and put yourself into a place of trying to help out this organization, teach Torah, Hashem will take note and in turn see that sacrifice and answer you elef alfei alafim. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Chazak ubaruch. I love you all. And those students of mine know I don't use that L word a lot. Chazak, I'm going to start crying. Thank you. Thank you all. And it's really been, it's been emotional. I haven't slept in a week. It's been an emotional ride. Thank you all. Have a great night, guys.